It's Week 5 of the 2023 season. And up next is one of the league's best, Jalen Ramsey. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Raiders and the Titans. All that and more coming up next. That and more coming up.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 13 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Hurts throw here, taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, here's Pierce. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Hurts. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Cousins. Finds his receiver, Watson. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. He gets it underneath to Hall. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Titans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So
Pierce has it knocked loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Throwing, Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 39, Cousins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Matt Horizon now on to punt this one away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. On the option left, it's Hurts. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Hurts sets up to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And it's a Titans touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's a short. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hassan Reddick able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins
throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Cousins.
This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
To the air again. It's Cousins.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Now Cousins on 4th down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Cousins. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And caught up to him. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have the Titans first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 31, Hurts. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts got his man complete over the middle. It's Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Devontae Adams, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Joe Burrow, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ball again on second down.
Oh, nice move.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken in at the 22. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. To Pierce, they set up the screen.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A run for Pierce out of the gun to about the 35, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll get this up to about the 40. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Cousins. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. On 2nd down, here's the option. Hurts fumbles it.
And the Raiders pick it up. That he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Raiders heading out to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but
They certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Cousins on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On second down, Cousins again. Hitting London coming across the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down, here's Cousins. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Fourth down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have the Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Give to Pierce now on the option.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really, an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we saw was that defense making big play after big play. They got after the quarterback. They had takeaways. You name it. They outclassed them every step.